everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another episode of Loki on Disney Plus, and I've been really enjoying the show so far. Episode 1 we kind of got the setup, episode 2 we got a buddy comedy, episode 3 we got Doctor Who basically, and I don't know what direction the show is going, and every episode has really felt like something different to me, and like they're taking advantage of the lack of ties to the rest of the MCU and the fact that Loki is kind of an inherently chaotic character. And I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I'm really excited to see where this goes next, seeing as they ended the last episode trapped on Lumentus 1, I believe, with apparently no way out. So, to spend not too much time talking, let's get started.
Enchantment is a clever trick.
I have to create a fantasy from their memories. That young soldier from the
So is she gonna
just a regular person on Earth?
Inadvertently bring back their memories by doing this? Because we saw how out of sorts B-15 looked, and at the time I was like, oh, maybe you just, getting your eggs scrambled a little bit when someone, takes over your brain. But maybe because she accesses these memories that they don't have access to, it's gonna be like, hold on, I'm remembering things I could not remember if I was and always have been a timekeeper for the TVA. Like maybe she got some like human memories. Also explains I was complaining that everyone at the TVA seemed completely humanoid, human ability, human strength. I was like, why wouldn't you create timekeepers with like superhuman abilities? Like people who can fight, because these humans can't. Also, why are they all humans? Not only people on Earth could be messing up the timeline. There has to be other people. I just want more aliens. I want more aliens. There should be more aliens.
There's our variant.
Wait.
On the authority of the timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline.
Oh my god!
Reset it.
I literally said, I'm like, wow, did they just take her as like a whole child? They did! And what, just her crime was what, being born? Because that's why I was, even from the first episode, they say crimes against the timeline. I'm like, how can you commit a crime without knowing the law exists? I feel like Marvel did not intentionally take a very anti-cop stance. Oh no! I just realized they're like, if you are a robot, you'll be liquefied from the inside out, and there's like tons of weird, creepy, like bloody looking metal stains on the inside of the little metal detector. Oh dear. So that Loki variant is your greatest failure? This one's personal? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they meant to take such a hard anti-cop stance on this show, but they did. But again, in that like, only space cops are bad. Sure. So the judge is just like a former timekeeper, which kind of makes me sad. Oh! Because I was like, oh, maybe she's going to be like one of the originals and she'll be like in some way super powered or super able. But it looks like, she was a timekeeper who got promoted. Not timekeeper. Yeah, timekeeper. Minutemen, that's what the cops are called.
What if she got to the timekeepers?
I know, but she didn't.
No, but she got away.
If they're that strong, again, can a random Asgardian kill them without like a super weapon? They needed a super weapon to kill Thanos.
I need access to Mother C20.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
Look,
She's dead. Mobius.
Oop.
What? How?
She got her memories back and they killed her.
Hey, she's fine.
At first, yes. But by the time she got in here, she could barely speak. The decline was steeper after that.
B-15 was enchanted, and I'm assuming he's gonna go to her after and be like, weren't you also mind wiped? Do you feel any steep decline? Do you have reason to believe that you are about to imminently die? Yeah, I'm like, it has to be like B-15's gonna be like, no, I got enchanted and I'm fine, I'm not going insane, so what's good? And or she's gonna get her human memories back.
TVA showed up, erased my reality, took me prisoner. I was just a child.
But was it like, oh no, they have to adopt another kid and name it Loki? I'm still very unclear on the actual details of
Everywhere
pruning the
and everywhere I
timeline.
went caused a Nexus event. Until eventually I figured out where to hide. And so that's where I grew up.
In world's
Years of
ending?
1,000 worlds.
That's depressing. Again, it's that thing where like the world's ending, but it's mostly aesthetic. Like they rarely seem to be in imminent danger.
Any news on C20? We need to find them.
We will.
Yeah, she's showing emotions that she has not previously exhibited. She's getting her memories back, baby. Ooh.
Do you think that what makes a Loki is the fact that we're destined to lose?
No,
Oh.
we may lose.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
But we don't die.
R.I.P. That was awful.
We survive.
Loki.
Temporal lock.
Oh. But they've touched before. I mean, yeah, neither of them are supposed to exist and neither of them are supposed to be there. And I guess, yeah, a variant, touching a variant of themselves would be like a massive instability, a massive Nexus event. But they've definitely touched each other before. That's happened.
You ever seen a branch like that?
No.
Maybe, I don't know, did they touch bare skin to bare skin? I'm pretty sure like she had gloves, he had sleeves.
Mobius!
The TVA is lying to you.
Put him in.
That's what happens when you build a relationship, a reputation on being completely untrustable. People don't believe you. Oh,
You,
what?
Ziff!
you conniving, craven,
What?
pathetic worm. I hope you know you deserve to be alone, and you always will be.
That's a hardcore insult for someone cutting your hair. I mean, honestly, I probably would also feel that way if someone cut my hair in my sleep. Never mind. She's correct. You deserve to be alone.
Thought maybe I'd interview the other variant.
Oh no. Just stick with your Loki.
You said we have a part to play. This is the part I play right now.
Absolutely not. She's just too dangerous.
She knows too much.
Come on, Ron, this is what I do.
And this is what I do. Nobody speaks with that variant.
I'm seeing her fall apart. Ooh. Yeah, we're seeing everyone fall apart a little bit.
We brought in Kree, Titans, vampires.
Where are they? Show me them. Just a little Kree as a treat. Blue paints can't cost that much.
Yeah. So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
Well, that tracks with my newly reinstored memories. Reinstored? Jesus. Restored. Can't you just, like, not be there to get hit? Like, this would just be boring more than painful. I just, like, hit her with a lamp. Like, this is...
I'm a horrible person. I get it. I really am. I cut off your hair because I thought it'd be funny.
Also, how old were you when you did this? Because he said he went to bed and had a glass of wine. Granted, he's like, what, Thor's age? Like 500, 1,000, whatever. Several hundred years old. But like, were you 12, 21, or 400? Because that's very embarrassing to still be doing hair pranks.
It's because I'm scared of being alone.
Why would that work, though? I mean, we love some self-reflection. But she's a repetition of a memory. She should not veer off what has already happened. I don't get the rules of time. I keep thinking I'm like getting a grasp on it. Okay, that one though I was right. So she does she responds differently, but she's still gonna hit the highlights. Although she did not kick him in the balls or punch him in the face. So she still went a little bit off script.
Okay, you said the TVA's lying to me. Go ahead.
Not partners, no.
Yeah, I guess you don't need partners. Unless, of course, it benefits you and you intend to betray them at some point.
Mobius actually looks really upset about that.
And the variant?
Doesn't matter. She's a pawn.
How would that even track with anything 2012 Loki did, working with Thanos, trying to take over Earth, all
Save
of
you
that
the trouble
stuff?
there. She's already been pruned. Because it looks like you're the superior Loki. I would have bet on her, but that's what...
He needs to watch more Law and Order. Oh yeah, your partner's already turned on you. Oh yeah, they're already dead. Yeah, come on, bro. These are basic interrogation techniques.
It's like, look at your eyes. You like her.
What?
You like her. Is she like you? Variants of the same being, especially you, forming this kind of sick
I mean, if you think about it, it's the ultimate narcissism.
that could break realities. What a incredible seismic narcissist. You fell for yourself.
Is she alive?
For now.
That's embarrassing for you. You fell for that?
I'm not lying this time.
supposed to
I'm
believe
not
your
lying. I'm
terrorist
telling you the truth.
girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
Whatever you want to call her.
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. And erased your memories. Memories she can access through enchantment. Unless you had a past. Maybe you had a family. A life.
Maybe you really like jet skis. You sold them, you rode them, you ran a jet ski magazine.
Nice try.
That one hit though. You could tell he was just like, no, that didn't hurt my feelings at all, but I am considering this heavily now.
All the liars in this place. You're the biggest.
Why? Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Oh no, that I can respect. I mean the lies you tell yourself.
This is like the first time we've seen B-15 sweat at all. Also her just being like, have you seen C-20? Have you seen her? Does anyone know where she is? The way she reacted when they said the TVA is lying. Verify through deletion. Oh no. Thorough, not through. Are you actually gonna talk?
Come with me.
Yay! I was like, they're not gonna just have her be like guard number 5 this whole time, are they?
Why wouldn't you
Jet
let me
skis.
interrogate Sylvie? Why wouldn't you let me question her?
I told you we couldn't risk her escaping again.
When did you first notice what was going on with C-20?
Oh, he's not even like pretending to engage in the conversation.
No,
The timekeepers are happy. Mission
Yes,
accomplished.
It's great. Mission accomplished. It was just...
C-20? Variant? All these questions. What are you getting at?
I'm trying to figure out if no one knows B-15 was enchanted, or if they're just not mentioning it. I think maybe they just don't know because she like met up with the group and was just like
Is that what you wanted to hear?
using his very clear affection for her as a distraction. Just like, no, it's like, love you so much. I don't want you to get hurt.
Friends against time. Allies to the end.
Were they both like agents together and she got promoted first?
I knew I was your favorite analyst. Was that so hard to admit? What are you going to do with that
Oh,
trophy?
this would be super cute if she wasn't lying to you.
How's that?
Honestly, deeply sociopathic to be like, we love kidnapping variants from the timeline, murdering them, and then displaying their things. I'm still like, are we gonna actually see the timekeepers? Like, we saw like red glowing eyes, but
What did you do to me? I showed you a light before the TVA. That's a trick. It's a deception. No, it's your variants. Show me.
that is, can she do that with the collar on? Oh, well, she's out of the magic inhibitor or whatever. Oh.
I looked happy.
Oh, wait, why am I actually really upset for her? You've been hunting your own people all this time.
I was there. This was real what I saw. This is a place that I've been. Dad, I'm a variant. So are you.
I just want to know why they're super technologically advanced but don't have headphones. He's just in a hallway in the library like, alright guys, I'm finding the world's biggest secret being held from us by our government. But I'll play it out loud. Like, just, some of these will get you very far in life, Mobius.
Quick, because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is, can bring this whole place down. So she didn't implant those memories in Hunter C-20.
Mobius, no, I believe her.
So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis.
How about the word of a friend?
I mean, I feel like Sylvie, like, isn't that inherently untrustworthy. Like, yes, she's trying to take the TVA down, but, like, her mischiefness wasn't really given a chance to thrive because she was abducted at, like, age 10.
Yes.
Loki's a liar, but Sylvie, pretty straightforward person.
Even someone good.
Yikes.
You know where I go if I could go anywhere. Wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. That's what I'd like to do. Just riding around on my jet ski.
Prune him.
Oh! Oh! Wait, what? No! Okay, I'm like... It kind of makes sense that they like actually kill him, but I really liked him. Also, one day we'll talk about making all the black people heads of cop-like organizations, but it's fine. We really are like, Loki gets one friend. Kill that friend immediately. We don't keep friends here. Oh, why is she wet?
With her.
Sorry, man. B-15 insisted.
Put out an alert for Hunter B-15.
Prune on site. They really killed Mobius. I'm like legit upset. I'm so used to characters dying in shows, like it's just completely the norm at this point, but like, I'm hurt, like a little bit hurt. Again, I feel like at this point, even if she has the little rewindy button to make you not kill her, just try to go really, really fast. If you kill her before she hits the button, you're free.
You remember
I just feel like you guys haven't tried hard enough.
I do. What was my Nexus event? It was enough to take my life from me and lead to all of this. Must have been important.
She was just hanging out, playing with a
So
toy
what was
ship, like.
I don't remember.
Oh no, that smirk was unsettling.
Do your worst.
He always comes back.
Oh no, I don't think you believe that. I think...
But like, if they were so not meant to exist, wouldn't they... B-15! If they were so not meant to exist, wouldn't they just not exist? Like, it seems like it takes a lot of work and energy to stop these variants from existing. Okay, that was dumb as hell. The Minutemen right behind the Lokis both had their things out. They are not using the pruning end, they just have like the sharp end. And they just stood behind them. Prune on, like the minute B-15 walked out, a good soldier would have just killed them immediately. Embarrassing. Like, I realize it's because we can't kill the main characters, but like, there had to have been a different way to block that. It wasn't just like, why are they waiting in the background doing nothing? Can y'all just hold hands and bring this thing down? We don't really need a sword fight.
This time, I finished the job.
Again, pruning end, not sharpen. And again, I ask, a human v Asgardian fight. Do the Minutemen have any advanced abilities? Otherwise, she should win immediately.
Oh yeah?
Robot head. I'm like, how, this whole time I was like, it does not make sense to have these all-powerful deities in conference room 5. Like, are there real timekeepers? Is there just someone deciding what is real?
Then who
Is it just an assortment of judges?
the TVA?
And created a mythology around the TVA to lend credibility. I want whoever does the score to do all the scores forever for Marvel, actually. I love it so much.
I have to tell you something.
Bro, just hold hands.
We will figure this out.
How do you know that?
I kind of like you, and also we caused a giant Nexus event when we touched.
This is new for me.
This is so embarrassing. What? Just kill her. Let's move on.
Do it. No. You're gonna tell me.
She wants answers though, yeah, so she's not going to. Post credit. okay, he's not dead, which, like, okay, that makes sense. It's his show, and there's 2 episodes left.
This is hell.
But then that opens a whole other question. If people being pruned don't actually die, they just get sent somewhere. Oh, is this gonna be like a real timekeeper?
But you will be unless you come with us.
Wait, what? What? Wait, what? I don't know what that was. They all looked like other Lokis, but I'm like, is it that thing of like, oh, we changed it, so instead of killing you, it's a teleporter, which is, where's that from? There's something that does that. But does that mean Mobius isn't dead? Or like, no, he died. Sorry about that one. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so they caused a Nexus event with Loki's big fat crush on his alternate self, which is truly a peak of narcissism, but you know, good for him. Loves love. We have yeah, they caused a Nexus event, which summoned the timekeepers, which is like what I figured. That's the only way they're gonna get out of there. And then he convinced Mobius that he was not lying and that they're all variants, and then Mobius believed him after keeping him in a time loop with Lady Sif, which is, you know, fun. Lady Sif, if anyone was deeply passionate about seeing Lady Sif again. I was not one of those people, but if you were, that's a fun little cameo. He felt really bad about himself after about 10 minutes getting punched. I feel like, I feel like maybe we needed a wider variety of memories. Like, I feel like the line was the most important, like, you'll always be alone. You know, no one will ever love you, and like that's supposed to be the thing that like gets in his head and gets in his head. But as torture memories go, I feel like they could have upped the severity a little bit. But either way, it seems to have worked. He felt really bad about himself. In the meantime, Mobius is all suspicious. Ravonna definitely acted more and more sociopathic as the episode went on. Like, she introduced to her being pretty nice to Mobius, because even as the judge, she's like, yep, sacred crimes against the timeline, you exist, so you're a flaw. Anyway, get killed. And there's not really any chance to argue for yourself, so it's not a surprise that she's a sociopath. But this was definitely a dark turn of her like immediately killing her friends with absolutely no compunction or any concern about it. Again, I keep wondering like how much does she actually know, because obviously it seems like we got the scene with C20 of going, no, you don't understand, we're all variants. And it could be that she truly believes C20 lost her mind, although that would not be a reason to kill her because she was clearly coherent. Or, which I've suspected, she does really truly, she's the one who knows everything. We saw that there was a previous judge. I'm like, I can't tell if like she's the only judge or if there's like a bunch of judges and they're all in charge of this. Because I feel like at the beginning episode there was a scene where they're like, wait for your judge, not like wait for the judge to speak to you, but I could be wrong. And so maybe that other judge got killed or died of natural causes, because if they're all humans they would age naturally, but not really because the TVA exists outside of time. I'm talking myself in circles. So there was a previous judge, so we know that there's some level of ascension, that she was a Minuteman like everyone else. She was a beat cop, and then something may or may not have happened to the previous judge that made her ascend to the judgeship role. And then at that point was she either clued into the fact that everyone's actually a variant, but like there's a higher cause and that's why she continues to help enforce the mission, or was it like there was always people who were actually created by the timekeepers? But I feel like that theory is getting unlikely, because I was hoping that there'd be some originals, but it seems like everyone at some point was just a recruited variant. But there has to be some other reason, some other cause. If she knows all this and knows that she was a variant and also was kidnapped at some point, there has to be something big enough to motivate her and anyone else in the know to keep the lie alive. R.I.P. Mobius. Didn't know what we had until it was gone. That's a lie. We knew what we had. It was great. He was delightful. I enjoyed their interrogations. I just, like, the minute they were back together, I was like, I really enjoyed this little dynamic. Like, this show very, it's funny because right after the episode ends, it's like, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then I get really mad because the thing I was looking forward to the most, I think they did not do the best with. which is that perfect buddy comedy and using this natural chemistry to like make something where it's like you could talk about the weather and I'm just like, all right, I'll watch. And like I think that's what Loki has really successfully done for me, of like watching Loki and Sylvie, watching Loki and Mobius, all of it. I'm like, this is a good time, and I hope that continues with these new characters who are also alternate Lokis. I think they have to be from the outfits. And these are all, because they mentioned that they've pruned a lot of Lokis, so these have to be Lokis who like did not die, just appeared to be pruned, which means, do they have some kind of connection to the TVA to be able to get away with that, unless that's saying that everyone who's ever been pruned does not get killed, they just get sent to like an alternate dimension or something, which doesn't seem to make sense, because the whole point is that your existence anywhere is a threat to the sacred timeline, so you really need to cease to exist. I'm talking in circles because I don't know what's going on. I really enjoyed that. I really might have to wait a week. I feel like I'm really excited to watch this show all the way through, because every episode ends and it really feels like an again, not to complain about Falcon and Winter Soldier again, but there's been a lot of talk about the, oh, it's not a TV show, it's a 10-hour movie, and this feels like a TV show. Every episode ends and it's a contained story that ends, that also, you know, leaves this little hook of like, okay, but next episode this is gonna happen. You're like, oh, but I want it now. It doesn't feel like I'm still like waiting for certain things, like, oh, I don't know how to feel about this yet until I get this information, which is, you know, generally how a movie works, because you know that information's coming. In this case, it's like I'm able to form opinions about every episode, and that may be changed by future episodes, but it doesn't feel like I'm always playing a waiting game, except for, of course, like the greater mystery. But every episode it feels like there's a lot of character growth and little nuggets that I get to chew on, which I really appreciate structurally. I think this is, it's really fun. I've been seeing a lot of like, is Loki the weakest show so far? And I'm just like, no, not at all. I hate to say it, but it might be my favorite. I think, oh, didn't see that coming. Really didn't see that. I feel like I haven't really made any sense, because I'm genuinely a bit overcome by this episode and all the stuff that happened in it, and like all the reveals and the losses, and then almost loss of Loki, but like not really, because like who actually thought he was dead, and then the real reveal of more variant Lokis. This feels like Spider-Verse now. That's what it was. That's what I'm like, what is this? Like, that's what it is. We're gonna get a bunch of alternate Lokis, and one of them is gonna be voiced by like Nicolas Cage. He's gonna be in all in black and white, and then one's gonna be a pig. It's gonna be great. This is Spider-Verse. That's what I was missing this whole time. Oh, I feel so much better now. That's what it was. They were like, we got the lady one, we've got a young one, we've got an old one. Yes, that's what it is. That is what this episode was, the big reveal of, that this was Loki into the Lokiverse. And I'm really excited to see where that goes next episode. I hope Mobius is alive and is just like the, I wasn't about to say the Alfred, but that's completely the wrong analogy. I guess the Aunt May, that's what it was. I was like, if she's the Aunt May, but in the Peter Parker, yeah, the Miles Morales first, where she's just like, she's the like, all right, I got the keys to the cave, let's go. Like, I want Mobius to be that. If this is gonna be Into the Spider-Verse, Mobius is gonna be like the really helpful, get her shit together Aunt May of the Lokiverse. That's, I've declared it. Okay, well, if you have enjoyed this episode, enjoyed me watching this episode, and or enjoyed my rambling, which bless you if you have, because that was a mess. Thank you very much. You can like and subscribe below if you don't want to do that, but you watched all the way to the end of this episode. Thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on Twitter at Leah Sees Movies, and I will catch you next time. Peace.